have you?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Artist Reads the Bible. Today we're going to be starting with Numbers 3, and it's not terribly long. However, 4 is really long, so I'll probably just be doing 3 today. Besides, it's got a lot of numbers, as you would say, or lineage, or what have you. As usual, I got my highlighter, got my decaf Java juice, and I got the living Word of God. And we'll give me some of this Java juice. Man, so good. I love coffee. Love coffee. Let me get these spectacles off, which finally, since January, they finally got them somewhat right, although I cleaned them one time. There's little light scratches. Don't worry about it yet. But I don't know, my vision's a little off, so I'm going to take them to my regular optometrist, and I'm going to have them test them and see if they're right prescription. We'll see what they say. I don't know if they can do that or not. I think they can. Oh, it just gives me a headache over here. And the first glasses I got from them didn't do that. So something's wrong with these, evidently. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get going with 3. The Levites appointed for service. This is the family line of Aaron and Moses as it was recorded when the Lord spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai. The names of Aaron's sons were Nadab, the oldest, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These sons of Aaron were anointed and ordained to minister as priests. But Nadab and Abihu died in the Lord's presence in the wilderness of Sinai, where they burned before the Lord the wrong kind of fire, different than he had commanded. Since they had no sons, this left only Eleazar and Ithamar to serve as priests with their father Aaron. I thought Aaron only had 2 sons. I guess he had 4. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Call forward the tribe of Levi and present them to Aaron the priest to serve as his assistants. They will serve Aaron and the whole community, performing their sacred duties in and around the tabernacle. They will also maintain all the furnishings of the sacred tent, serving in the tabernacle on behalf of all the Israelites. Assign the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They have been given from among all the people of Israel to serve as their assistants. Appoint Aaron and his sons to carry out the duties of the priesthood, but any unauthorized person who goes too near the sanctuary must be put to death." And the Lord said to Moses, "Look, I have chosen the Levites from among the Israelites to serve as substitutes for all the firstborn sons of the people of Israel. The Levites belong to me, for all the firstborn males are mine. On the day I struck down all the firstborn sons of the Egyptians, I set apart for myself all the firstborn in Israel, both of people and of animals. They are mine. I am the Lord." The Lord spoke again to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai. He said, "Record the names of the members of the tribe of Levi by their families and clans. List every male who is 1 month old or older." So Moses listed them just as the Lord had commanded. And I apologize. I got a heck of a headache. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with them glasses. Levi had 3 sons, whose names were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The clans descended from Gershon were named after 2 of his descendants, Libni and Shammai. The clans descended from Kohath were named after 4 of his descendants, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The clans descended from Merari were named after 2 of his descendants, Mali and Mushi. These were the Levite clans listed according to their family groups. The descendants of Gershon were composed of the clans descended from Libni and Shammai. There were 7,500 males 1 month old or older among these Gershonite clans. They were assigned the area to the west of the tabernacle for their camp. The leader of the Gershonite clans was Eliasaph, son of Lael. These two clans were responsible to care for the tabernacle, including the sacred tent with its layers of coverings, the curtain at its entrance, the curtains of the courtyard that surrounded the tabernacle and altar, the curtain at the courtyard entrance, the ropes, and all the equipment related to their use. The descendants of Kohath were composed of the clans descended from Amram, Issachar, Hebron, and Uzziel. There were 8,600 males 1 month old or older among these Kohathite clans. They were responsible for the care of the sanctuary, and they were assigned the area south of the tabernacle for their camp. The leader of the Kohathite clans was Elizaphan, son of Uzziel. These four clans were responsible for the care of the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the various articles used in the sanctuary, the inner curtain, and all the equipment related to their use. Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, was the chief administrator over all the Levites, with special responsibility for the oversight of the sanctuary. The descendants of Merari were composed of the clans descended from Mali and Mushi. There were 6,200 males 1 month old or older among these Merarite clans. They were assigned the area north of the tabernacle for their camp. The leader of the Merarite clans was Zuriel, son of Abihail. These two clans were responsible for the care of the frame supporting the tabernacle, the crossbars, the pillars, the bases, and all the equipment related to their use. They were also responsible for the posts of the courtyard and all their bases, pegs, and ropes. The area in front of the tabernacle and the east toward the sunrise was reserved for the tents of Moses and of Aaron and his sons, who had the final responsibility for the sanctuary on behalf of the people of Israel. Anyone other than a priest or Levite who went too near the sanctuary was to be put to death. When Moses and Aaron counted the Levite clans at the Lord's command, the total number was 22,000 males, 1 month old or older. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Now count all the firstborn sons in Israel who are 1 month old or older, and make a list of their names. The Levites must be reserved for me as substitutes for the firstborn sons of Israel. I am the Lord. And the Levites' livestock must be reserved for me as substitute for the firstborn livestock of the whole nation of Israel." So Moses counted the firstborn sons of the people of Israel, just as the Lord had commanded. The number of firstborn sons who were 1 month old or older was 22,273. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Take the Levites as substitutes for the firstborn sons of the people of Israel, and take the livestock of the Levites as substitutes for the firstborn livestock of the people of Israel. The Levites belong to me. I am the Lord. There are 273 more firstborn sons of Israel than there are Levites. To redeem these extra firstborn sons, collect 5 pieces of silver for each of them, each piece weighing the same as the sanctuary's shekel, which equals 20 gerahs. Give the silver to Aaron and his sons as a redemption price for the extra firstborn sons." So Moses collected the silver for redeeming the firstborn sons of Israel who exceeded the number of Levites. He collected 1,365 pieces of silver on behalf of these firstborn sons of Israel, each piece weighing the same as the sanctuary's shekel. And Moses gave the silver for the redemption to Aaron and his sons, just as the Lord had commanded. That's 3. I'm going to stop there, because 4 is pretty long, and like I said, this headache getting on my nerves. I'm going to go take some Tylenol or something. There's nothing on them. I don't know. Find out sometime this next week, I guess. But anywho, so that was 3. Talking about the Levites who were assistants to the priest of the tabernacle, which were the lineage of Aaron. And that's why the Levites were not allowed to have land or livestock or own property or anything like that, was because they were reserved for the Lord, to the Lord. So it's interesting how they did stuff back then, wasn't it? I don't know. I don't really know. I have a few Jewish friends, but I don't really know. We don't really talk about the customs they still keep, or, I'm pretty sure they don't do sacrificial animals anymore. Now, I don't know about like actually over in Israel. I have no idea. I don't know. So I'm not going to necessarily speak to that because I don't have a clue. I don't think they do, but I don't know. And I really don't know. I do know they do keep some customs because like I said in a previous episode, I watched a documentary on YouTube. I don't know which sect of Jewish faith it was, but it was in New York, and it was the one where they live in tents out away from their home for X amount of days or whatever it is. And they were doing that in New York. Even if they had a balcony, like fire escape, they would cover that with a tent, and that's where they were going to live, And so they do still keep that custom. And what was that? They have different festivals, they have different customs. But I'm pretty sure, at least in New York City, I'm pretty sure they're still not sacrificing animals and all that. But like I said, I could not tell you about Israel. I have no idea. I don't know. So, but it's interesting how they did stuff back then. And I wonder, see, one of these days I would like to go to Israel, just I want to see, or go to Jerusalem, and, I want to see, walk where Jesus walked, and I mean, that would just, that would be awesome to me. But see the different places where Jesus was, and, I didn't mean, do they still have, I assume they still have the ark. I don't know. They may not, I don't know. I think maybe they got lost. I don't know. Anyway, I'd still want to go over to see everything. I can kind of see through my VR headset, but there's some places that are locked, like Gethsemane. You can't see through the VR headset because you got to pay to get in there, which I kind of think is a little screwy if you ask me. You're charging people to go in where, Jesus was. I mean, that's don't hardly seem right to me. I mean, Jesus come of his own, gave his life of his own free will for us, and you're charging to see. That don't sit well with me, but whatever. I'll probably never be able to see it anyway, because I have problems leaving my house. So how am I going to get on a plane and fly to an area which is heavily contested between, the Israelites and the Palestinians still to this day, and have a lot of bombings and suicide stuff and all that, Not sure that I'll ever make it there. My VR headset might be the only way I get to see it. And I'm going to tell you, through my VR headset, you think of Jerusalem and as some majestic city, because of the way it's described in the Bible. And I don't know, through the VR headset, there's like trash on the roads, and it's very dirty. And it's like, this ain't at all what I thought Jerusalem would be like, you know. A lot of nice cars and people were wearing nice clothes, but like the streets had trash up against curbs, and you know, maybe because there's so many bombings and stuff, they're just like, what's the use, man? You know, it's just there's gonna be rubble there tomorrow or whatever. Maybe they're just like, don't waste your time. I don't know, but I don't know. I think it would be cool to actually walk where Jesus walked. I mean, could you imagine that? Where Jesus walked over 2,000 years ago. Mm. That would be awesome. That would mean more to me than hitting the lottery. I'm just going to be honest with you. To walk where Jesus walked, to be in the towns where Jesus was, to, you know, I mean, like Nazareth, and the Sea of Galilee, and Jerusalem, and all these different places that Jesus was, and just go there and see these things. I think it would be awesome, you know. I'm not sure I'd want to see Golgotha, which is where Jesus was hung, because I think it'd be very upsetting for me, you know. I don't think I'd want to see that. I watched Passion of the Christ, which was very realistic, and I ain't gonna lie, I bawled like a little baby up in that theater, so I'm not sure I'd want to see Golgotha, but I'd like to see other places where Jesus was, you know. Not sure I'd want to see the place where my Lord and Savior was killed. I don't know. I'm a little different than some people, though, you know. But anyway, I'm going to hop off here. Throat's getting a little scratchy. This stupid weather is messing with me. Anyway, I hope y'all got something out of today. I know I did. And until next time, I love each and every one of y'all. Please, please, please be good to each other. And I'll bring you something again real soon.